Hey guys, Marsningen here, and today I'm bringing you another showcase of my all Bardock team. I did a video previously where we took on the Strength Perfect Sale Dokkan event. It wasn't too much of a challenge, and the feedback that I got from you guys was that you wanted to see this team try and take on something a little bit more challenging. So today we're going to do Boss Rush Stage 2 Super 2, the one with the 5 demigods. You can see here Super Saiyan Kaioken, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, Golden Frieza, Goku Black, Strength Perfect Cell, and Intelligence Vegeta. So I'm going to jump straight in. I'm pretty sure we can make it through this event as long as we play it right. I'm not quite sure that the team could quite take on the hardest boss rush, the one that starts with the Super Saiyan 4s. Because obviously with Marseillan as our leader, we only have dual 50% stat boosts. It's definitely possible with that level of leader skill, but the rest of the units on your team have got to be very, very good. You really have to balance having defensive units or dodgers or counters or something like that, whereas obviously this team, because it's more of a fun sort of themed team, it doesn't really fit into that sort of category. So hopefully we can do it. Let's see how far we can get. So obviously we don't want the agility Bardock to take any hits, so we'll chuck him in the front, get Marseillan to soak up these hits here, and then the Super Saiyan 2 Bardock on the end can grab these. Let's see, so everyone on the team has at least their free hidden potential upgrade. The Marseillan friend and our Marseillan don't have any dupes, they're just the basic plus 2000 in the ability system. Everybody else, I think apart from Bardock, has at least one dupe somewhere. Mostly the top left, because not most of the units are only sort of super attack 1. And we get a transformation from Great Ape Bardock, so kind of pointless as Goku is literally a sneeze away from dying, so that's a shame. But since he got the rebirth that a few of the apes have been given, I'm pretty sure that means he does have the possibility that he could transform again. Which definitely would be useful to soak up some damage and do a little bit of extra damage for free, since the rest of the stages will be AGL and we'd have type advantage. But let's see what we can do. So we definitely want one of our rotations to be Marseillan and the Sealer Physical Bardock. We'll have a Marseillan on every rotation because he is our main defensive unit. Lots of blue orbs there for him, and then the next rotation we'll probably try and get Marseillan paired with Bardock, because the more orbs we can give Bardock, the better he can defend as well as deal some damage. Marseillan does also lower attack, so crit for 1.5 million. I mean, he did have type advantage, but I mean, this is on a double 50% leads team. That's pretty good. So moving into Super Saiyan Blue Goku, I'll put them there. Hopefully he's not going to super at the back there. Grab these, and let's see, Super Saiyan 2 Bardock needs 5, so if he takes those, then he can grab those. There we go. So obviously to make up the 6th slot, as there aren't 6 Bardocks with different names, we have Bardock on the team. Someone did comment on a post I made that he technically isn't an all Bardock team, but it is the best we can do on global at the moment. Obviously Super Saiyan 3 Bardock has just come out on JP, so we'll be waiting a few months for him to come to global. But you know, I'll definitely do an updated version of the team once he drops, because I'll be pulling pretty hard for him. So that's he's pretty much taken out. So let's see. I'm just going to put him here just so he can grab these, get us a little bit of health back, and push up that Dokkan meter, since Marseille will definitely kill him. He doesn't need to super, so he can just grab a red orb. And then he'll float off to be back for that second rotation. The physical Bardock has at least one dupe, so he does have the ability to crit. And there you go, Marseille finishes that. So here we go, final stage, the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Let's see how quickly we can get through. That's nice, so we can have type advantage blocks all around. And grab some bright coloured orbs, clear up the purples. Shouldn't need to heal since we've got type advantage. Yeah, Marseille is going to take basically nothing. So, and then he's going to lower the attack. So he's not really going to do any damage to us unless he supers, and even then, it's not going to be a huge amount. So, 69k, not particularly great, but 198, so that's not too bad. See, at least the Great Ape Bardock gets a attack boost with his passive, so he can at least hit somewhat hard. Let's see. Might have to break rotation a little bit, just because we really don't want the STR Bardock to have to take any hits at the back there. So, but that's okay. I mean, with long events like Boss Rush, and the fact that you're fighting enemies of different typing, you might often find that you have to switch up your rotations a little bit, but we should be okay. He's going to lower the attack again and get some type of... oh, well, we didn't need to do that since we took him out of a 1.6 million crit, so that is him out of the way. Obviously, with the two Marseillans and the Ape Bardock, we do have a very tech-heavy team, so that first stage was always going to be slightly more straightforward. Frieza minions is not going to be too challenging, but the issue we find on this stage is that Marseille doesn't get his passive, so he's not going to tank as well. See, we don't really want him to take a hit from Frieza with that type disadvantage. But I was thinking of leaving Bardock in that first slot since he can pick up a ton of orbs here. So he'll be able to defend pretty well. Let's try it out. I'm pretty sure between him and Marseille, they should be able to take out Frieza. So let's see. Although I hope they can, because now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Frieza always supers on this first turn, so I'll get him to target Sashimi. Alright, come on, Bardock. Oh, okay, that's a lot less than I thought. So, unless we get a crit with Marseille, we could be in trouble. Bardock not taking too much damage, so it's not too bad. Get a crit? No, 81. Ooh, so this is going to be... okay, 44k. Not too bad. I guess it is just the first stage after all, so not too bad. Could get a Dokkan here, which... let's see. Because we don't want... the Super Saiyan 2 Bardock doesn't really hit particularly hard, so we don't really want him getting it, but at the same time, yeah, we also don't want Marseille taking another hit from Frieza. So he's pretty he's unlikely to super attack. We'll just go there. We'll just do it this. We'll play safe. We got the whole boss rush to go. We don't need to make any stupid mistakes right now. So he can grab those. And he can grab those. So we're going to get a Dokkan with the... Oh, he did super again. Oh, okay. So depending on how good this Dokkan mode turns out to be, we could die. Because we are super low on health now. And the Dokkan does not heal you until the beginning of the next turn, so definitely did not expect Frieza to super attack 2 turns in a row. This Bardock is super attack 6, I think. I'm slowly but surely leveling him up with the Agility SR ones. Fortunately, he did enough. Took everybody out. Wasn't a huge amount of damage, so I don't know whether... Yeah, so we didn't get a full heal out of it, but that is okay. So if we do this, we can get a lot of tanking in here. Although we can't get a super attack. Because we do ideally want to seal him up, but I guess if we can't, it's not the end of the world. So we'll just grab that. And we don't need to use any of our better defensive items, so we'll just grab a heal with a Senzu Bean, and then we can get a super with Marseillan, and there won't be a ton of orbs for Bardock's passive, but he'll at least get a super attack here. Get an additional perhaps with the seal? No, okay, so he's going to come in and lower the attack. And then he shouldn't take too much damage on the backswing. 646k. And yeah, 40 damage. So that's pretty good. Bardock didn't get a huge buff to his defense. So 12,000. That's okay. So this is the other problem of having the only having 2 50% leads and units that aren't hugely invested in the dupe system. We've only got 158k as our maximum health, so oh, can't get a super attack with Marseillan. Yeah, we'll do that. So we can grab that with him, these with Marseillan, and then Super Saiyan 2 Bardock can get those. So we shouldn't have too much trouble taking him out here. The AGL Bardock is only super attack 1, but there we go. Gets the additional. His top left is unlocked, I believe, so he does have the potential to crit, but like I say, he is only super attack level 1, so he's not going to do a huge amount of damage. Okay, so we'll do this. So we can get super attacks with everyone, seal them up, and then there we go. So, oh, okay, he's going to super attack straight away, but not even 10k, so there you go. Marseillan is such a good defensive unit. Gives them sort of flat boosts are normally not great. Which is why units like Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, once the hidden potential came into play, gets outshined by the normal agility Super Saiyan Blue Goku, because he has a percentage based boost, but the Marseillan passive is such a ridiculously high number that he's very good at defending. So here we go, Tech Golden Frieza. It's definitely an event that we need to be a little bit careful, because he can super for huge amounts of damage. So fortunately he's got a lot of attacks in the front. Definitely don't want to take a type disadvantage hit. How many orbs can we get for Bardock? So it looks like 4 is going to be the max. And then we will grab... I'm going to play extra safe and grab an Icarus, because the number of times this Frieza has taken me by surprise with a super attack, definitely don't want to risk that. So yeah, so here we go. What's he gonna do to the Marseillan here? 43k. So yeah, see, without the Icarus, we're looking at around 90k, which, considering the maximum HP that we have and the fact that we weren't actually at full, that could have been pretty bad. Not sure how much he's going to hit Bardock for here. He gets a crit at least. And 3,700, that's not too bad. He's not going to do much, sadly, because of the type disadvantage. Another additional though, so he's trying. Base form Bardock. So yeah, we took a decent amount of damage, so we will get him sealed up first, first order of business, I think. And then we can get a ton of strength orbs for Super Saiyan 2 Bardock on the back there. Shouldn't need to heal since he's going to be sealed and the Icarus is still in effect, so he shouldn't do a huge amount of damage to anyone on this rotation. No one has type disadvantage to him, so definitely should be fine. Yeah, 5,000. So Marseille is going to take double digits if he doesn't kill him. Because he's been dealing some pretty decent damage so far. Yeah, there we go. Another crit for 1.3 million. So powering down now. So final part here where obviously we have to take him out before the end of the countdown. But considering we've got 2 type advantage units on this rotation, we should be fine. Annoyingly, they don't have oh, they have Shattering the Limit, that's why. Okay. Let's see. He's not going to deal a lot to the Ape Bardock, because we'd rather super with Marseille just because he's going to deal a huge amount of damage. So he'll probably finish him off. Bardock, I'm not going to do a super amount because of the type disadvantage, but there we go. This should finish him up here. Yeah, there you go. 862,000. So that is Frieza down. So we've got 2 down. Now Goku Black. So despite being the middle fight, the Goku Black one is the one that I often find to be the most challenging. He really can surprise you once he gets into the 2 physical stages of just how much damage he does with his super attacks. So don't really want to take a type disadvantage hit on the back, but I also don't want to lose this Bardock, the sealer, off of the rotation. So we will give this a try. He's not going to be able to super the AGL one, at least, so at most he's probably going to do 25k maybe. But it is only the first stage, so big hit there. Now he's going to come in and seal him up. 180 is not too bad as well. And then just a little bit of extra damage there. Yeah, 23. That's pretty close. So we get another Great Ape transformation when the guy we're fighting is not far away from being dead. But let's see, can we get... So we can actually get at least 1 super attack. Yeah, there's another one. I won't get another one this turn, but we can grab those purples and then the greens if he does survive this turn. Definitely looking forward to the possibility of a Great Ape category leader. I know a lot of the Great Apes fall into the low class warrior category that the Int Raditz is a lead for. Came out recently on JP. But I think it would be very cool to have one who is specifically designed for that purpose. Because I think one of the only ways you could really make that team actually good is if the leader has the ability that when, I guess it would be as passive, but Yeah, would it be his passive or his leader skill? I don't know, but he should have the ability that units on his team, when transformed, keep their hidden potential boosts and abilities. Because then you imagine, like, you know, you've got units like this Great Ape Bardock, then with the ability to do additionals and crits, and having those extra boosts to his attack. Obviously the defense and HP is not really important because you're not taking any damage, but that means you'd actually be able to deal decent damage against some of the events, because one of the problems you find when you have the Great Apes on your team is a lot of the time when they transform, you're pretty much just wasting a couple of turns. I mean, you get free damage because you're not taking any in return, but you're not really dealing a huge amount, and obviously it does mess up your rotation slightly as well. So we're going to seal tank with Marseillan and then tank with Bardock, so we shouldn't need to heal yet. I can get 5 orbs, so we'll do that. Because yeah, he can't super attack, so we shouldn't take too much damage. We don't have any int units on this team, so it's not like he's going to get type advantage over us. But yeah, I mean, with the limited options of the differently named Bardocks in the game, there's not really many units we can actually change. The only other base form Bardock is the terrible R that just becomes an SR that's from the Bardock story event. And then obviously there are a couple of different Super Saiyan Bardocks. So if you don't have the physical one, you can play around with the other options. You've got the int one who is self-sufficient, he gives himself ki, and you've got the tech one who is an orb changer, and obviously there's the SR AGL one that eventually becomes the Super Saiyan 3 one, but he's definitely not worth using since he's only an SR. So we'll grab a load of blues for you. We're going to have the Super Saiyan 2 Bardock at the back so he can block with type advantage. He's still sealed, so he can't super us, so we won't need to heal again, so he can grab those. I'm hoping we can make it through to our next Dokkan attack without having to use a healing item. That'd be nice. But okay. Oh, and an additional. There you go. So that's not bad. Dealt almost 400k in total because of the additional. So, and there we go. He takes him out. So not too bad. So we're now on to the final stage, and this is definitely the one where he can hit us pretty damn hard. I think even with Marseillan in the front, it's pretty dangerous. So we're going to use a Princess Snake, so we can recover that HP and take less damage. And then let's see, he can grab the purples so that he can grab these oranges, and then I don't want to get a Dokkan attack, but if I can't get super if we take those, and it will take them. So let's see. Excellent, there we go, because we'll take a little bit of damage this turn, and then next turn after we do the Dokkan attack to at least make it worthwhile. But yeah, so the reason for the playing it a bit cautious and using the Princess Snake is obviously if he super attacked Marseillan in that first slot, Marseillan and units like LR Piccolo and other units that tank based on having high defense, if they get super attacked by an enemy who has as part of their super attack mechanic that they lower defense, they basically neutralize that tanking ability. So not only is that super attack going to deal a fairly large amount of damage, but they're then also going to take a lot more damage from following basic attacks if there's any more attacks in that same slot. Like for example, if it was this turn, if that first attack from him was a super attack on Marseillan, the following 2 normal attacks would then deal more damage than if he hadn't super attacked him. So it's definitely worthwhile being cautious. So we can't get a huge amount of orbs for him to raise his defense, but he does have type advantage, so it probably is best to just leave him at the front. He is also going to get a Dokkan, which I guess out of these guys, he's probably the best option for that. But grab those with him, and it's not really going to matter, so he can grab those. He is sealed now, so he's not really going to do a huge amount of damage to us, so we should start the next turn on full health, hopefully. So grab those, and there we go. All 7 again. So in comes Bardock. I'm still confused by the English translation of his name, because on JP I'm pretty sure it's Barotto, which, kind of like Vegito, they're taking the sort of TO from the Japanese spelling of Kakarot. So I don't know where the L comes from in the English translation for Bardock, but I mean, I don't know what else you could have called him, really. Bardock, keeping it as Barotto would have been fine, I'm sure, but so there we go, pretty much back up to full health, and we can, this works out great because we can start off by sealing him, and then Marseillan will come in hard there, and he can get that. So supers for everyone. It's going to be sealed, so he can't deal a huge amount of damage back to us, and then we should be golden. So so he almost takes him out by himself, but he tanks for double digits. Super Saiyan 2 Bardock will come in here and take him out. So there we go. 3 down. And we move on to Strength Perfect Cell. So we start off with the little Cell Juniors. How's this going to be laid out for us? So, should probably we'll swap them around just so that the so Bardock doesn't have to take a type advantage hit, and then this way they're both at least taking a hit where they've got type advantage themselves. So he should be able to take that guy out fairly easily because he's going to get a ton of orbs here. And then he will take out the AGL one, and there's no STR one, so we'll get this guy to target the other physical one over there. You can grab those. See, double digits. I mean, the Cell Juniors are not much of a threat anyway, so with that heightened defense, he's not taking a lot of damage from them. Takes out the physical one, should be expected with type advantage. Even without his passive active, Marseillan should take out the agility one. Yep, 275. Oh, he didn't take him out. Okay, well, he only took double digits from him in return, so it's not too bad, I suppose. And then he doesn't do a huge amount. So his passive is still not going to be active. So if we put them around this way, he can seal him up and potentially finish him off. And he can take out, he can redeem himself and finish off the AGL one this time. And then the Great Ape Bardock can hopefully take out the tech one. So yeah, that's that one down, and this one should be, well, this one was practically dead anyway, so he's out of the picture too. Not so much for that one, but at least now that we're only down to 2, Marseillan's passive is now active. Let's see which way around. So they share. Oh yeah, of course they share Fierce Battle, so Let's leave them that way round. Grab the key for him. You can grab that one to super attack. And then if we give Bardock all of those, it shouldn't really matter. Both Marseillan and Super Saiyan 2 Bardock should take out their Cell Juniors here. Another final Spirit Cannon. Gets a crit, just for good measure, to finish him off. So, got the Tech Cell. Definitely don't want the AGL Bardock to take any hits, but looks like we don't have much of a choice. At least we can seal him before that happens, so it's not too bad, I suppose. So you can grab those, and he can grab those. So yeah, with Cell being sealed, he's not going to be able to do a ridiculous amount of damage to the AGL one on the end there, so we don't need to use any items or anything. So yeah, 600, just over 650k, lowers his attack a little bit. Super Saiyan Bardock comes in and gets the seal, gets a crit for 400k, that's pretty good. And a little bit of a scratch from base form Bardock. What's he going to take? Still 27k, that's still, there we go. All the attacks are grouped up at the front, so Marseillan can quite happily block all of those. He can grab those, all of those for him, and yep, he can get a super attack as well. So yeah, we won't need to heal because he's sealed, so Marseillan's just going to take double digits from these attacks. He is going to get a heal, which was pretty much a whole health bar, but Marseillan is going to take most of that back off of him, especially if he gets a crit, he might just die. Oh well, there you go. So, clearing away the trash, that is the last of Tech Perfect Cell. So, strength stage, let's see. So, it's probably better to seal him, even though we don't really want to take a hit with the type disadvantage, but we'll put Marseillan first just in case that first attack is a super attack, because we definitely don't want that. He can grab those, that will seal him up, so then it won't matter too much that he's getting hit. And then Bardock can grab all of those, decent amount of orbs and the right colour, so yeah, super in the first slot, so definitely a good thing we didn't put him there. 67k is definitely a lot more than I expected Marseillan to take, so depending on how much he does to the physical Bardock, we could be in trouble. Although I can't imagine he's going to do more than 30k. The tech one did what, 27k to the agility one, so I would expect something similar. Yeah, 26. So we will at least survive the turn. And we've done a fairly decent amount of damage. And then we will we'll put him at the back just since he can block with the type advantage. And we can grab ourselves a full heal with the Dende. Grab that. And grab those. So he is going to get a heal, but as we know, Marseillan is our hardest hitter, so he's going to deal a pretty decent amount of damage. He'll get a little bit of a heal, and then the AGL one doesn't hit super hard, but at least he's going to have type advantage. Oh, so close. So close to finishing him off before he could get the heal in. But hey, it's not too bad. He should finish him off next turn. He's not sealed anymore, but he doesn't get to go first, so we will put him there just so he can get all of those. Unless he gets a crit, he probably won't finish him off, but he can grab them, and he can grab all of those, and this should be cell finished off. So he's going to seal him up, but Marseille will come in and take him out. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, once you get through the Cell Juniors, which are only annoying because there's so many of them, not because they really do a lot of damage or anything, that fight definitely seems like one of the easier ones. And so we have just got Vegeta to go. So with our Super Saiyan Sealer Bardock is finally going to have some type advantage. Marseille does not, which is a shame. But let's see, what colour is it going to want us to take? So if we go there, it's going to take the reds. That one's going to take the blues. Let's start with Bardock this time. Grab those. Marseille can grab those, and then oh yeah, we can still get a super attack in with the Super Saiyan 2 Bardock. Super Saiyan 2 Bardock, obviously being the only one in the game, he obviously takes that slot on the team, but he is a support unit. He gives 30% attack with his passive, so he is always useful when he's on rotation. Plus he shares Fierce Battle with Marseille, whereas the base form Bardock, Great Ape Bardock and Barla all have Shattering the Limit, so it's nice to get that little bit of extra damage in there. Key's not a huge issue. Prepared for Battle is pretty widespread across the team. The physical Bardock gives Key with his passive, as well as oh yeah, okay. Oh, okay, so we're gonna get the Dokkan with the physical one. Didn't realise we were quite that close. So but at least he's gonna hit with type advantage, so he's gonna hit him pretty hard. We should start the next turn on full health. So let's get another all 7 nodes, shall we? Oh, that was a bit faster. Damn, missed that one. Well, you know, he doesn't really have a lot of health, so the Dokkan attack should take him out, regardless of whether we get a crit or not. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Not too bad. We won't get a huge heal back from that, but we weren't super far away from our max HP anyway, so there you go. We're just slightly under full health. So all those attacks in the front means that Marseille will go first, although he can't super attack, which is frustrating. He definitely is the better defensive unit though, so we'll just leave him there and he'll have to sadly not super attack. Take all the tech orbs with him. Oh damn, and no super attack for Barlot as well. So yeah, we're just talking about how Key is not a big issue on this team, and then we get a little bit screwed over. 35k is not too bad. So that was not the best turn, but now this is exactly how we like the layout. We get to go first, seal them up, and then Marseille can tank. Everybody gets a super this time. So as I was saying before, the physical Super Saiyan Bardock gives Key with his passive, and also after his Dokkan Awakening he gives an attack boost as well. The base form Bardock is a support unit that gives stat boosts as well as 2 Key, but I think it's only 2 strength and agility types, so it's not really super useful unless he's on the same rotation as the Super Saiyan 2 Bardock or Barlot, but obviously he is really the only decent choice for the base form Bardock for the team, so he would be on there even if there were no other strength or AGL units. Let's see. Yeah, we'll let him take that first hit since he's got the type advantage. because then Marseillan, let's see, I want to make sure there's enough orbs for the 8 Bardock. Damn, for that orange one we dropped down slightly differently. Yeah, we shouldn't need to hit. I mean, if he supers at the back, that's the only issue. So let's just use another Princess Snake. We've got the items. We've got this far. We definitely don't want to fall at the last hurdle. So, because yeah, if I'm right and he doesn't super attack until the end, that would have been a good choice. Because that Great 8 Bardock at the end is not in any way, shape or form a tank. So, well, there you go. We probably would have been fine anyway, but that's okay. And the Great 8 makes up for no super attack by at least getting a crit. Let's put him there so he can lower the attack again straight away. He can seal, and then there's plenty of orbs there for Bardock. Get us a little bit of health back. Marseillan taking barely any damage, like a champ. $581, pretty good. Big fan of Marseillan. I'm very glad that he is not a Dokkan Festival exclusive, which means he is in most banners now in the general SSR pool. So very much hoping to get some dupes for him. I only pulled the one when he first dropped, and I didn't really want to chase dupes for him straight away since he goes into that pool. So he can go first and grab those. We'll grab some blues for you. He's still sealed, so Marseillan's going to take barely any damage. So he'll tank those hits nicely and then finish him off. And then we will be on to the final stage, the Intelligence Blue Vegeta. So the only issue that we may come across is the fact that, as we've said, this team is fairly tech heavy and he has type advantage over us, but at least we can seal him up straight away, so that is good. So grab those, and he can grab those. And make sure we super with the 8 Bardock. So he's got to take 2 hits, but they'll only be normal hits. Yeah, we should be okay. I'm going to grab a load more green orbs here and go back up to about 115k. He's going to get a seal and deal a decent enough little chunk. Not too bad, but get an additional for good measure. Doesn't take a huge amount in return. So he's got type advantage against Marseillan, but since he can't super and his defense is so high, not going to take a lot. Not too much damage from the Great 8 though. So down to 50k. Okay. So he's still sealed. I wonder if we can't get tons of orbs with Bardock, so I'm not sure whether Marseillan is still the better choice to tank. Although if we put him first, he can't super. Oh yeah, Bardock. Yeah, so Bardock's getting the extra key from the base form Bardock's passive, which is why he can still super if we leave him in the front there. Well, let's give it a try. He's going to get 4 orbs, which is a 40% defense bonus. That puts him only at 15k though. So if we grab those with him, then we're going to have to take a Senzu Bean. He's still sealed for this turn, so he's not going to deal crazy amounts of damage to us. So he can just grab that, because that's all he needs to super attack. And then let's see. Yeah, see 10k. So what was it? Marseillan took, was it 8k last turn from a basic attack? So with only getting those couple of orbs, Marseillan would have been a slightly better choice. But we couldn't super if we put him in that front slot, and we definitely want to do that since he lowers the attack every time he does it. Yes, he's 76 after lowering his attack, so that's definitely what we want. And the AGL Bardock gets a crit. There we go. So this is going to be good because we can get a seal going over here, lower the attack, and then we can grab those. So I mean, even if he supers in this first slot against Super Saiyan Bardock, we had type advantage, so we didn't need to worry there. And now we've got him sealed again. Obviously this team, as we've said, like, there's not a huge amount of choice you can make, but this is a pretty good example. I'm always a big fan of running sealers. I always have been. I know some of the newer and harder events, they're making it so that you can't actually seal the bosses, but in the events where you can, it's definitely worth having that ability to do so, because, you know, when you've got units that are very good at tanking basic attacks but not quite so great at taking super attacks, then yeah, you want to take as little. So Mars saying can't super attack if we put him there, but that's probably a good idea. The attack's been lowered a few times, so hopefully he'll still tank pretty well. And then I probably should have put them the other way around, shouldn't I? Because now we're going to take some type disadvantage hits again. Well, we shouldn't die. We've got... he's still sealed. Marseillan has lowered the attack a couple of times. Yeah, so he's still taking double digits. So his attack is still pretty low. So hopefully he won't do too much damage to the Great Ape Bardock on the back end. Can he get a crit? No, so it's only 50k. So, but he's almost down to his last health bar, and 15k a hit is not too bad. We've got this perfect setup again where we can get him sealed straight away, and then everyone else is going to super attack. Grab a few orbs for health. So yeah, unless something goes horribly wrong, he should be dead this turn. So even if he supers Bardock at the front, we'd have been fine. And we're going to seal him again. Take a couple of thousand back, and then Marseillan might finish. If he doesn't get a crit, he might still finish him off, but no, not quite. But he'll take basically no damage on the back end. Can base form Bardock finish him off? Can he actually hit hard enough to kill him? He did. So it was only 63k, but it was just enough. So there you go. So the all Bardock team takes out the Neo Gods and completes Boss Rush Stage 2. Definitely won't have beaten any time records, but we made it all the way through. I will experiment, maybe get some Kais into some of them, some extra orbs, and try off camera, see if maybe this team can stand up to the final boss rush phase. They're obviously not going to be able to do the next version of stage 2 where you fight like the 14 bosses. The team is not in any way capable of pulling that off, but there is a possibility, especially if with some luck on our side, that we could take out that last boss rush stage. So let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in seeing. I know boss rush videos can be fairly long, so it's up to you guys. If you want to see it, I'm happy to give it a go. So that's going to be it for this video. This has been the Masked Ningen. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe for more regular Dokkan Battle content. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Masked Ningen. I also have a Facebook page set up now for the Masked Ningen. So feel free to tweet me, message me, let me see your summon pools, give me some ideas for themes or teams you'd like to see. Basically just keep in touch with me and let me know what it is you guys want to see. So that's going to be it. Have a good one.